Hey guys, it's Britt and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm sharing with you our pumpkin sweet potato pie. This is delicious, simple, easy, healthy, and we also included a pumpkin walnut butter for the topping. You don't need whipped cream. This is so good. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for you guys to make this, and I hope you guys will watch it. Subscribe if you're not, and I'll see you guys at the end for a taste test. Let's get started making this pumpkin sweet potato pie. So we're gonna start in kind of 3 different levels for the pie. It's super simple and easy. This is the crust. It's just rolled oats, pitted dates. I use medjool dates. If you're using a different kind of date, you might need to use slightly more. Medjool dates are a little bit larger. I'm also putting in some pumpkin pie spice, vanilla extract, which is optional, and some non-dairy milk that is unsweetened and unflavored. And really the goal when you process your crust is to make sure that you can pinch it slightly with your fingers. You don't need to pinch it like an energy ball, but it should be slightly being able to stick together. If it's not doing that, you might need to add another date or so. But this is perfect. So simple and easy. That's really the consistency that we're looking for. It doesn't have to completely hold together, but it should slightly. And then you can move it to your pie dish. Now, you guys know I like silicone pans, super simple and easy. Ours is linked on our Amazon shop down below. This is very beloved. And you just want to work it with your fingers to spread it out evenly. Now you can double this recipe and form kind of a crust all around if you want to have sides to it, but I find that this is perfect amount just to have, you know, a little bit of crust underneath your pie. Again, if you want the sides all the way around, just double it. All right, and then you're just gonna need a high-speed blender. So I have some non-dairy milk in here, and I really like putting it in this order. It makes my blender not work as hard. So super simple and easy to do the liquids first. Also some vanilla extract. It's optional. You can use vanilla powder if you'd have that as well. I have our pumpkin pie spice. And then I'm also adding in some pitted dates for sweetness, but really the body of this is going to be our canned pumpkin. And canned pumpkin is a little bit on the watery end. It's still thick, but there is definitely some liquid to it, so that also helps your blender out as well. And like I said, we're adding in some pitted dates, and you can really play around with this to the sweetness that you like. Taste your filling before you put it into your pie crust. You can tweak it at this point. So if it's not sweet enough for your taste buds, you can definitely add more of that if you'd like. But the pumpkin will slightly sweeten it. We're gonna add a sweet potato, which also will sweeten it, and the dates. So this is just the perfect amount I find for us. Again, I'm using medjool dates. Those are our favorite, but if you're using something else, you might need to add a little bit more. Medjool dates are slightly large. And we have our sweet potatoes. So this is 2 cups of roasted sweet potatoes. I would roast them. That's the best way of turning them into something that's caramelized and creamy and delicious. And I used a Hana yam. You can use any sweet potato that you like. That's why mine looks slightly yellow. Doesn't matter what color or what you have, Japanese, regular, Hana yam, whatever you have will work. Once everything is blended until it's nice and smooth, you're just gonna pour it over that crust. So easy. This is like 50% already finished. So easy. I love when recipes take no time at all, especially when they taste like you've spent all day in the kitchen. And then also, if you don't bake it, you can serve this raw. That works as well if you refrigerate it, if you want it to be not as set up. I like to bake it. I think it's the perfect amount of still being soft with a little bit of a kind of like, not a crust, but there's a layer on top that's a little bit firm, and then it cuts really nicely. You guys will see at the end. But you also can just take this filling and make it like a pumpkin mousse or pumpkin pudding. You can turn this into a parfait. You can put this into a popsicle mold and make these popsicles. There are so many different variations, just like our pumpkin pie pudding and pumpkin pie we've done. You literally could do the same thing with this. So I will link our chocolate pudding pie up above if you guys haven't checked out that recipe. It's so good, and another awesome dessert that you could serve at Thanksgiving. All right, just spread it evenly. Do your best to make it look pretty. And I put this in the oven. This goes in the oven for 350 for 30 minutes. You want to see that it's nice and cracked on the top when it's done, and then I let it cool till it's room temperature before I cut into it. So just a little tip of doing that. So I put my pie into the oven, super simple, but we're gonna make our pumpkin walnut butter. This is optional, but it is so good. So in goes some more pumpkin. I just used canned pumpkin. It's 1 cup, super simple and easy. And this goes good on like everything. I will tell you the various ways that we enjoy it, but this is pretty much gonna be our whipped cream substitute. It's just another wonderful flavor jolt to your senses that we adore. Some pitted dates. Again, I use Majoled. I have some non-dairy milk. That's really just to help our blender out. Same with the pumpkin. I like to do those kind of at the beginning. Pumpkin pie spice. And then we're gonna put some walnuts in this. Now, you can sub this for a different nut if you'd like. You can leave it out, but it is just this beautiful blend of walnut and pumpkin. I don't even know how to describe it. It's just so good. You literally could eat it with a spoon right now. And so what we do is I put it in a mason jar and I stick it in the refrigerator while the pie bakes and cools down. And so it's nice and cold. And I like to serve this kind of as the whipped cream on top of our pie. But you can eat this on oatmeal, you can eat this on pancakes, waffles, you can eat this so many different ways with the spoon. We just like adore having this in our refrigerator at all times. It is so simple and easy. You guys are gonna love it. So again, we're using this as our whipped cream. I would love to know how you guys use it if you make it down in the comments below. All right, see how it's nice and cracked? It's done, it's ready, it's cooled, we can cut into it. It's perfection. So I'm really excited for you guys to try this. It cuts beautifully, like I said. If you're not using a silicone pan, you may want to line your baking dish with parchment paper. We're not using any oil, so that's a good tip. I just always use these silicone pans because it just makes life super easy. But you can see it cuts so simple. I just want to make sure that it cuts through the crust. That's kind of the part where you'll see me go back and forth with. I'm just making sure that's done. Grab a plate, it pops out. Look how clean and wonderful. It has a nice like firm top and the inside's still nice and soft and just, it's delicious. And so if you make this ahead of time, you can warm it up. I would warm it up in the oven before serving it, just slightly warm. That's the way I like it. But again, if you want to serve it cold, if you want to serve it slightly warm, it's personal opinion. It's whatever your family likes. So good. And then you can dollop on that pumpkin walnut butter. I say it's butter because it's so thick. It's like so delicious. I can't even describe it. I hope you guys will make this recipe and I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. So let us know in the comment down below if you make this for Thanksgiving. I know the whole family is gonna love it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you'll make this for your holiday season. Seriously, this is like my favorite dessert that we've made maybe this entire year, so that's saying a lot. It's just a nice creaminess with that pumpkin walnut butter mixed with the pumpkin filling and the crust that is so easy to make. We just adore this. It's such a nice balance of a hint of sweetness. It's creamy. Literally, you're gonna wanna make this several times before Thanksgiving is even here. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Make sure you check out the description box below. I'll have the PDF on our website so you can print this out. I'll also have all of the measurements and directions in there as well. And I hope you guys will subscribe. If you're not, I make whole food plant-based recipes that are easy and simple and still taste delicious every week, multiple times a week. And I'd love to have you. But we are definitely gonna go enjoy some pumpkin sweet potato pie tonight. You guys are gonna really like this one. I'll see you soon. Bye.